Somalian women in Gqeberha in the Eastern Cape have expressed their frustrations over what they deem a disservice from the Department of Home Affairs. They handed over a memorandum to a Home Affairs official earlier today. The women demand representation for the Somalian community at Home Affairs and a family joining process for their children, among others. SABC News' Anda Ngonji has filed this report for us.
Somalian women in the Eastern Cape in Gqeberha have marched to Home Affairs demanding equal rights, equal recognition and equal representation. They say that they are now tired of long meetings that normally yield no results, especially when they try to renew their documentation, saying that a lot of them end up deported because of this. They are demanding that Home Affairs actually recognizes them and makes sure that they are very inclusive in terms of language and organizing things like translators. Right behind me, as you can see, there's quite a few of them chanting and saying that they have had enough of the treatment that they have been receiving, and that until their rights are met, they will not give up. They demand the rights that their counterparts have been receiving. But right now, I'm going to speak to one of the organizers who is a member of the Somalian Women's Association. A very good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon. How are you guys? We are here because of the Home Affairs. They give appointments to Somali refugees and they do not uphold with the appointments that they're giving. There is a guy right inside the crowd. He has an appointment for 2 years. He's been getting appointment after appointment, and they work in risky places and they come to travel from there. They come here but they're always sent back. The Home Affairs don't see that the people they are wasting a lot of money coming up and down. There's also corruption going on, but we don't know the specific of the corruptions that are going on in this place. We want them to see us as the individuals who escaped a war country. We are refugees in this country. We want our rights, and they understand the rights we have as refugees in this country, but they are not giving us the correct documentation, and they're hiring people who can't even speak proper English to translate for people who can't speak English. So we're having that miscommunication going on. We told them about it for years, but they don't want to help us. So we came here today to hand in a memorandum that contains all the problems that we are facing, and we hope they receive it from us. Yeah.
And you mentioned that, some of you end up being moved to Johannesburg because of the situation where you find that those meetings continue to be postponed, or, they're lengthy, but they yield absolutely no results, which basically interferes with everything that you guys are doing.
Yes. So when it comes to the Section 20, when it comes to refugee permits, we have a Section 24 and we have a Section 22. Section 22 holders, they get 6 months to 3 months permits. So when those permits expire, they are called in to renew their permits. Most of them, when they come to renew the permits, they end up being arrested, and they are told that they have rejection. And before they get the permits, nobody explains to them what the papers contain. Nobody tells them, because these people can't speak English. We've asked them several times to hire Somali English speakers to translate at that point. So we have several young men who are arrested. Some of them are still in prison for up to 2 months. We had 4 cases during last month from men who are called here, told to renew their permits, but end up being arrested. Yeah.
And one of your demands is representation in your own community. Can you elaborate a bit on that?
Yes, so we have men who try to represent us as Somalis, but they are not representing us the way we want. We had the councillor's office where we used to get proof of address for free. Now that the men in our community decided to go speak to the councillor's office, and now they're charging us for proof of address. We're having problems at the hospitals just because we are status holders. We're having problems everywhere. Any department of the government, we're having problems just because we are status holders. And some people they are here for 3 years and they don't have permits because they're getting appointment after appointment and there's no results.
Thank you so much. That was just one of the coordinators, member of the Somalian Women's Association. saying that what they're basically demanding is to be recognized and to be treated for who they are or as what they are, and recognized in South Africa as refugees, and saying that, you know, there are times where they feel tricked to come to Home Affairs thinking that they will be renewing some of their documents, but instead to end up being arrested without getting proper explanations, and sometimes deported or sometimes sent to Johannesburg, where they are basically not based, and which interrupts their livelihood and you know how they would normally do things on a daily basis. But right now, from myself, Anna Ngonji, and colleague Dobani Blom, it's
when we say we are facing two challenges, we cannot manage handling and strike and abusement of law enforcement. We are getting tired now, to be honest. To be honest. Any law enforcement, let's say police officer, he can come to our shop. He don't treat us as a human being. I don't know. Sometimes I used to ask myself, why these days as if like we don't deserve respect from police officers? Why? What is happening? Are we doing wrong thing? So when I call your name, Brigadier, please, can you just give for these people at least some chance, not even permanent change? If you see now around, if you go with your car, you can't see shop open. They are scared. They are scared. Like, meaning to say, that does not mean that police officers or law enforcement, they mustn't come to our business. No. The way they are coming, they are not coming according to law. We agree, a police officer, he should come, is more than welcome. Even when we see around our business, we feel safe. They are not coming according to law. They can just come, ask, open. I know. Even if we try to ask him, who are you, how do you come, I can open before. You know, they will decide to break. About paper, you are mentioning, we must have a paper. We want to be documented. We want to have trading license as well. About paper, if you want me, last time I told them that I was supposed to ask this question, immigration officer. You know why I say so? Like, let's say I can go to the Maraba, start saying that, no, I'm here, I want to have a paper, can you help me? Are not willing to help us. But they are arresting us, whereas they know that they are not willing to give us paper. It is not our fault. It is not. We want to have paper, proper paper.
Yeah.
Police officer, he can come, he want to do all in one at the same time. He want to do SARS job, he want to do metro job, he want to do immigration job, he want to do everything at the same time. We cannot have all those things at the same time. I rather have some thousands of money to give. You know, sorry, but I'm being emotional, so I hope you allow me to say whatever I have to say. So what I wanted to say, now at least deliver a message for your colleagues. They mustn't abuse us. Not meaning to say they mustn't do their job. They must do. Not in that way, abusing and beating up and telling us something, taking our stuff. Let me ask one question. Police station, have you ever seen any cigarette that they collect from the shop and in police station? Have you ever seen? Where are they taking?
Nothing.
Okay. We used to have a slip, like when we buy a cigarette, obviously we buy with a slip. We try to show them the slip. Here we buy. Can I take you where I bought? Wholesaler, British, Cotley & Stevenson. Can I call or can you call and confirm? Here is a receipt. Can you? They don't even give us chance. They just take that cigarette. When we go to the police station, no, they took my cigarette, here is the slip. Have you ever received my stock here? No. Where is it going? So, what I say, please, 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 I'm begging you on behalf of these people. We need rest and relief. I thank you.